es geht irgendwie auch darum in dem Film, der Junge der Reihe, was spannend ist.
Aber weißt du, ich bin wirklich nicht jealous auf irgendwen. Aber stell dir vor, du hast damals Herr der Ringe im Kino gesehen, Alter. Imagine, Bro. Imagine, wie geil das gewesen sein muss. Als Kind. Stell dir vor.
Ich weiß nicht, ich finde Herr der Ringe sind großartige Filme. Sie haben mich nie so bewegt, weißt du, ich meine, so, es waren einfach gute Filme.
Alter, ich finde es so. Das sehe ich anders. Also ich finde Herr der Ringe sind einfach.
Na, es sind tolle Filme,
Das
aber
sind
es sind
so
nicht
geile Filme einfach.
ja, keine Ahnung, es sind extrem gute Filme, aber keine Ahnung, viele Leute reden davon, als wäre das so The Second Coming, weißt du?
Ganz ehrlich, ich sehe das genauso. Nein, aber nicht ganz, aber nicht ganz.
Für dieses Jahr der Ringe einfach alt. Das ist so wie Star Wars irgendwie.
Ja, aber ich fühle das auch. Also das sind so zwei Franchises. Genauso. Ich habe mir letztens so gedacht, imagine so eine Welt, wo einfach Pokémon not a thing ist. So, ich kann mir das gar nicht vorstellen. Oder Mario und Luigi, verstehst du? Das sind so wichtige Charaktere in meinem Leben. Mario, Luigi, you gotta have them. Gotta have them.
Was hättest du noch gemacht mit deinem Leben, wenn es dir nicht ging? Was hätten wir beide gemacht?
Ich weiß es auch nicht. Hey.
Ja, von Mario Kart bis generell Mario Bros. War der Shit.
Alter, Mario Bros. War wie Crack für uns damals.
Weißt du, wie Crack war für uns? Zucker und Schlafmangel.
Ja, was für ein... Alter, ohne Scheiß, wirklich, das kann ich dir als Update geben. Mein Schlafrhythmus ist wirklich, bessert sich wirklich kontinuierlich, kann ich sagen.
Wirklich, warum?
Weil ich es einfach seriously mache.
Sehr gut.
Jetzt im Moment. Aber es ist wirklich, sind immer zwischendurch so Tage, wo ich irgendwie aus irgendeinem Grund nicht sofort schlafen gehen kann, aber der Grundzug ist auf jeden Fall schon wieder besser.
Du hast gesagt, du tust ja auch mehr lesen in letzter Zeit, gell?
Es hat mit vielen Dingen zu tun. Es hat unter anderem damit zu tun, dass ich eben auch viel weniger YouTube schaue im Moment.
Voll. Ja, das macht dich ja auch
weil
ruhiger dann.
Genau, also was ich zum Beispiel ganz aufgehört habe, weil das einfach irgendwas, das Fakt einfach irgendwie irgendwas macht das finde ich scheiße irgendwie. Dings schaue ich gar nicht mehr, Shorts.
Ja.
Das habe ich ganz aufgehört, weil auf Dauer ist das wirklich so Brainrot.
YouTube ist wirklich anstrengend zum Schauen worden.
Ja, aber ganz ehrlich, Shorts irgendwann, verstehst du, wenn du in der Dusche stehst und du hörst nur mehr Joey Diaz oder Theo Vaughn in deinem Kopf und du denkst dir einfach, Alter.
Ja, dann ist man ein bisschen
so.
Brainfried,
Brainrot, so.
Ja,
vor allem, wenn du 10-mal die gleiche Story gehört hast, wie Joey Diaz irgendwie eine Kackwurst in die Hand nimmt und aus der Dusche in die Kloschüssel schmeißt, dann denkst du auch, was mache ich mit meinem Leben?
Joey Diaz, Alter. Ich habe die Geschichte gehört, wo er Heroin nimmt, übersparen.
Echt? Das habe ich gehört. Na, wirklich?
Ja, die ist sick.
Joey Diaz?
Ja.
Bist du sicher, dass du nicht verwechselst?
Ich bin mir sicher, ja. Der fette Kubaner.
Ja. Weil der hat jetzt seinen Podcast mit dem Flying Jew wieder gerelauncht. Das ist so ein Typ, Lee Syed, Alter. Das ist ein Typ, der einfach den ganzen Tag so faded ist, dass er die Augen nicht mehr aufkriegt.
Super.
Und das war so, sein Spitzname war dann The Flying Jew. Verstehst? Deswegen.
Also, weil er so high ist immer.
Genau.
Ich hab's dir geschickt, ich werde kurze Pause machen, wir können nachher noch weiterspielen.
Ja.
Aber ich muss was zum Essen machen.
Passt, dann schaue ich mir mal Joey Diaz an inzwischen.
Können wir. Ja, ich mache mir noch was warm. Wahrscheinlich, wenn das Video vorbei ist, bin ich wieder da. Ich werde mich dabei nur muten.
Passt.
Bis gleich.
Bis gleich, servus. Das war gerade badass. Ach du Scheiße, Mann.
I couldn't do it. Like, once I hit that centennial, I had to fucking do something. But I had too much pride to go to a rehab. There was a rehab on Hollywood Boulevard next to Roebeck. I went down there for like a week under an alias. But then they started snooping around. I had to get the fuck out of there, right? In the old days, you could push an alias like a motherfucker. After 9/11, it's tough out there for a pimp, you know? So fuck it. They started, Jose what? Fuck you, motherfucker. It's fucking anonymous. What's with the questions, cocksucker? So, I'd done heroin before, right? Like when I was like 17, I stole this thing with Didi Quintero, this little fucking crazy Cuban kid. We stole like this thing you put dishes in. It was
Jesus.
brand new. The people left it in front of the people's houses. Me and
The
Didi
Dapper.
Gone to Brown's house. If you ask me again, I'll knock you down, right? This fucking guy, he was like the neighborhood loan shark. Like if you stole something, he'd buy it from you. So I go over there and I'm like, you know, I want to sell you this. He's like, drop it off and come back in 2 hours. He was like Tony Iommi, the guitar player from Black Sabbath. And he always entered the door with a robe and his underwear showing like the fucking dude in Boogie Nights. He was creepy, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to take a chance with this motherfucker, right? So he goes, come back in 2 hours. I go in there, we're rocking, we're talking shit, right? He goes, I got you $60. So he's like, hang out, man. I want to do business and hang out with you. You seem like a cool dude. So I'm sitting there. He's like, you want to do some heroin? At the time, I had done everything, right? Like, coke, Tumenols, I had done like THC crystal, AKA Gorilla Biscuits, AKA fucking elephant tranquilizers. So I'm like, fuck it, if you want. At this time, I was a fucked up kid, you know, I had no direction. I said, fuck it, I'll do the heroin, right? And I did this gagger of this white Chinese fucking heroin. I heard like Chinese music in the background. Ding, ding, diggity, ding. Ding, ding, diggity, ding. I do this thing, and all of a sudden, it's like the fucking room starts spinning, and I puke, and I pass out. I think I'm dead. But I heard like No Quarter by Jimmy Page, the live shit live from the garden. And that's how I knew I was alive. So I got up on my hands and knees and I sat with the puke on my face, and fucking Jimmy was blasting. At the 5-minute mark, if you listen to that, the song remains the same. Fucking Jimmy Page drops it like a fucking soldier. Especially when you're on heroin. You get the tingles up and down your back, right? And it was on. I felt that heroin, the warmth from God. Like, that's what it is. Your balls are warm, you want to come, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come, but fuck it. It wouldn't be good enough as the warmth you're feeling in your body, my ears. And I could see all these, like, I wasn't hallucinating, but it was so warm. I was feeling like I seen every woman that I ever seen in my life and make contact with. Not sex. I was too young for that. Like, I seen the lunch lady there, Mrs. Sabatino. I seen the lady who gave me birth. You followed me, smacked me in the ass. I seen the fucking nun who I tackled in 4th grade. I seen all these bitches in this fucking dream. I seen my mother. Then I seen like the Virgin Mary, and that's when I knew I was fucked up. And she was stripping like she was dancing to No Quarter. And that's fucked up right there, right? And I had already made my confirmation. I was fucked up right there. I was fractured as a Catholic already at that age, right? So that was it. When I woke up from that shit, I go, I'll never do heroin again. But I'm lying. I did it again in the halfway house in '94, right? And I did it in New York one time at a gay bar up on the 3rd floor, Ramrod. That's what you do when you're up there. Fuck it. You gotta take a chance. Columbus did, right? You gotta do heroin at a gay bar. Fuck it. That's how you know and shit. You over there dancing, looking at the gay dudes and shit. Driving them fucking bananas and shit. Anyway. So it's 2005. I'm living in Hollywood and I'm doing a fucking gram of blow a night sometimes. That was like a bad night. By 8 o'clock every night, I'd be watching TV and I get this pain in my fucking soul. And I get, my bones would hurt. I couldn't hear the TV. Like I wanted to watch something on TV and I couldn't. And I get in my car and I take the ATM. I lived on Schrader and I go all the way to Sunset and fucking Hollywood Rouse. Rock and Roll Rouse. There's an ATM right there. And I swear to my fucking mother's grave, I wouldn't stop for a red light. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I parked right in front of it, put my hazard lights on. Fuck it, like a doctor. I run without a handicap stick. I don't give a fuck. I take out $60 and right there I called a drug dealer. I had a couple of them. The Armenian only came on the weekends. The black guy was there every night, and the Mexican motherfucker was there like 4 nights a week, depending what shift he was working. So I knew all their shifts and shit. So I would go buy a gram, go home, do it in the fucking garage, go upstairs, make believe I was shitting and jerk off in the bathroom and look out the fucking window. That was the extent of my fucking addiction at the time. Then at 2 o'clock when it'd wear off, I called another drug dealer so they wouldn't know my addiction. Right? Now, was I gonna go to a fucking rehab? Fuck no. So I'm talking to a buddy of mine one day. After 9/11, he moved back to Newark. I go, so you living with your mother? He's like 40-something. I go, so do you still do heroin? He was like, fuck yeah, every night. He goes, I cop down in Newark. I cop $7 bags of heroin. I go, send me a couple. Now, you ever have a conversation with somebody, and then you're like, you just try to be cool. You're like, yeah, count me in. Wrong fucking dude, right? About a week later, I go to my mailbox and it's like in Crayola writing, you know. Like Joey, Coco, he spelled Coco wrong with 2 K's. Diaz, right? I'm like, what the fuck? No return address, right? I take it upstairs, I open it, and there they are, 3 little fucking bags of white, that Chinese shit that the terrorists are bringing in like a motherfucker by the dayload with a picture of Obama on it, balls ass naked, smoking a joint and shit, with a white chick licking his fucking nuts like a doctor, right? So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm doing the blow every night, so this Monday night, I go, fuck it, tonight's a different night. I'm doing like a little line, there's H. And I usually, what I would do, I was fucking crazy. My girlfriend's great, she don't get high, so I would trick her. You gotta get 8 hours. You're at that age, you need every fucking day. Don't worry about me, I'm a fucking comedian, this is what I do. You gotta go to bed right down. But while all this was going on, there was a cat population growing in my backyard. And I had already adopted 3 of these little motherfuckers, right? And then they had, the problem was they had the mama who was a dirty whore, then they had 2 big cats that were slinging dick like, you know, they had the Siamese, the war, I call them the samurai, he had big black balls, and he was Siamese. I'm not kidding you, when he'd walk all fucked up. Like this guy fucking meant it. Never talked to me, 9 years. Never took a lobster, nothing. He was a soldier, he just tear me down, fuck you, bitch. You ain't buying my fucking love, cocksucker, all right? Then there was a black and white one who was a big cat, and they were both fucking mamas. Kittens, and then they would kill the kittens so she would stop ovulating and get back to fucking. This is how serious these motherfucking cats were, right? Now, how did I learn about this? You know, I did some reading on the internet. When you're doing coke, you stay up late night. And you do investigating, you follow me? So she had the kittens, and they were beautiful. There were 3 Siamese kittens, and there's 1 black and white dirty motherfucker, right? But the 3 Siamese, was 2 girls and a boy, DJ. DJ was the best little cat in the world. They would walk outside, and I'd step out my backyard, and I go, DJ, and he'd come fucking running like a superhero. And the 2 little girls would come, and then that super bad, this little black and white would come, and they would all hang out around me. But super bad, the black and white would take DJ, take them on trees and shit, and take them off the territory, would take them on Selma by the YMCA, and I have to get super bad. Go, when you say I'm gonna fucking kill you, cocksucker, right? And I caught myself, even though I love the cats, I never put a hit on a cat, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill this little fucking cat, right? I'm serious. And I love cats, don't get me wrong, but you know those cats that just get on your last fucking nerve, and you don't know how to do it, but you love animals too much, and you know you can bullshit yourself. So I'm like, one day he's just gonna get hit by a truck or something. Fuck him, that little cocksucker. Don't hang with him no more, DJ. And I was just waiting to bring DJ upstairs, and I had a chick that was gonna take the 2 Siameses and then fuck Superbad. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen to Superbad, right? So my addiction's getting worse and worse. And one night I get home, my wife is fucking, at the time she was my girlfriend, she's crying. And she's like, the fucking cat's outside, they're gonna die. And I go, what are you talking about? So we got the 2 girls, we brought them to the vet, and she adopted them out through Petco. And then I go, what are you gonna do with Superbad, that fucking mutt, and DJ, my baby? And she goes, well, I'm gonna bring him up. And I go, leave Superbad outside. Just leave him the fuck outside. That's how much I hated Superbad. So I go out one night, and my rule was, people, this is how fucked up my addicted mind. My rule was never to do coke in the house. It was bad luck. I would always do it in the car. So by the time I got upstairs, I had a shit. I'd run into the bathroom and hide. You follow me? That was the fucking plan. I had a plan. I was an organized cocaine type of motherfucker, right? So this night, something happened. I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't have time. I ran upstairs. When I get upstairs, my wife goes in the bathroom with 2 cats in the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom and I do the coke. I'm looking at them both of them. I'm like, I don't even know why she fucking brought you up here. And I go back outside and I do the coke and I probably got some more. I don't know the whole fucking story. And I went to bed. And when I got up, my wife woke me up in the middle of the night. She goes, hey, I just want to tell you that fucking DJ died. And that was the Siamese I was gonna adopt, right? And when she said it, guys, I fucking knew it was the coke. I fucking knew it. And I just said, do me a favor, close the door. And I cried a little bit, and I put the pillow, I put my sleep apnea mask on first. Then I went to fucking bed, right? And Yeah, whatever, sleep apnea, whatever the fuck it is. I'm a fat dude, right? And then, so I'm laying there thinking, I finished my crying. I go, you know what? That little cat died because I brought the coke upstairs. Even if I fucking hate super bad, that motherfucker because that's even more bad luck. So I went in there, I got on my hands and knees like a Catholic fucking soldier, and I said, God, if you save these fucking cats, it's super bad, who I can't stand, I'll never do coke again. I like winked at him, like, right, whatever. I said, God, don't let this motherfucker die. And I promise you, and like the first day I had the shitters, you know, but every day I would go in the bathroom and he'd live. Like by the fourth day, I was ready to fucking shoot myself. I was ready just to shoot him and end it. I would go in there like, die, don't you feel like dying yet? They told me, you don't want to live, it's fucking terrible. Things are tough out there, trust me. That was 7 years ago, and I haven't done blow. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you how close I am with this filthy motherfucker that I love. Because if you go to my house and you look at my cats, and you look at him, you're like, he's like Marilyn on the Munsters. You follow what I'm saying, kid? I got good-looking Siameses, and he's like black and white. He's got a little head and shit, but he's fearless. I'll tell you how much that dude knew I made a promise for him. Because at night, my other cats are cool, but they ain't that fucking cool. But at night, when I go in to my bedroom, take my slippers off, put my sleep apnea mask on, I put the fan on, and I lay down, and I pick the blanket up, and I go, super bad. And where the fuck this motherfucker is, you hear like, boom, you hear him hit the door, and he jumps next to me, and I put the blanket over him, and that's the end of the fucking night. He's still there, cocksuckers. Stay black. Thank Ari Shafir one more time. Mr. Garrett tonight.
Hey, why don't you click like so that YouTube will get better views and
Joey told me one time that he was about shitting in the shower. And he was like, yeah, it was great. I did it all the time. I was like, you fucking shit in the shower? And he's like, yeah. He goes, and then he's like, if it's like a log, I'll just shit and then I just toss it to the toilet. And I was like, come on.
Oh, no
And then,
way.
yeah. And then he said that.
How much practice does he have in doing that?
Well, I
Come
know,
on,
You must have missed before.
crumple piece of paper, you go for
Yeah.
the can, and you miss.
Oh, missing that.
Missing would be so bad.
He said that. I go, did you stop? That's so fucking revolting. Did you? He goes, he's like, I had to. I go, why? He goes, my wife saw me do it one time. And she said, no more of that. Yeah.
Saw me too.
Imagine walking in on someone with shit in their hand, like I can
Throwing
explain.
shit?
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Dude, I have sometimes with my stomach. I told this to Tom a long time on our podcast. I took a shit in Japan once that was so bad. The guy in the stall next to me threw up.